Hello, everybody. Welcome to the War Room. This is your host, JPU, and your producer tonight, Miss Michelle Stern from Jamaica 411 is here, and Miss Karen Cross is going to join us as well. Thank you, everybody, for your patience with the restart and everything. Let me know, guys, if you all can hear us fine so we can get started. Welcome. Oh, wait, this thing can't hear again. I can't hear. Let me know if you can hear, because I don't know what could have caused this now. Can you hear? Can you hear? Give me an audio check, people. I can hear loud and clear. Okay, all right, no problem. So the person who said them can't hear, check your device, please. So welcome. This is your host, and the other two hosts are here, and we're gonna get started now. We're so sorry about the delay. Sometimes we'll have some little technical difficulties that can delay things, and that's okay. Anyway, guys, it has been an eventful week. All three of us have not really talked about it together. So that's what we're here about tonight. If you are new to the channel, here, welcome. This is our regular Saturday night war room chat with you guys, right? So this is not really JPU tonight, our war room. We're in a war room, we're talking politics in a war room tonight. So our worries, be your worries are gone. If you guys were watching, during the week, you would have seen there was going to be a mass meeting scheduled for this Sunday, which did not happen for the PNP because they went ahead and postponed. Them say according to safety protocols, they had to postpone, which I don't know. But anyway, the ladies them all come talk about it. Let me just showing something here real quick. Meanwhile, in a Alpha Tree Square, the setup is going on, as you can see right there. This is where the Jamaica Labour Party will have their mass rally tomorrow. But guys, we have never seen, I don't know, maybe you guys have, but I have not seen any mass rally held in Crossroad before. So this is kind of new. You understand? So I'm gonna let you hear what the other ladies think and what they have to say and all these things. We are anticipating a major big turnout for the Jamaica Labour Party because everybody's coming to witness the election be called. Only know the PNP, they have been campaigning for years. And they want the election, they want the election. They must say them want the election, people. Today, the PNP was out in Portland. They were campaigning in Portland. So, meanwhile, they're campaigning, the government has set up for them thing. Now, we don't know where the PNP is going to hold their rally when the time comes. We don't know if they're going to go back to Crossroad. Because if you call yourself a major political party and a Crossroad you pick for go do a mass rally, then something wrong. The mass is not massive, right? So Jamaica 411, come give us your take on, the week's event in terms of the government and what they're going to do tomorrow, and the opposition backing out, stating safety concerns for their postponements.
Well, I frankly don't know why anybody was concerned. The PNP and JLP meet up on election day, and I'm sure they never heard of any fighting or any stoning. I mean, they would stone in the past. They would throw stone after the motorcade passing through. We haven't heard nothing like that. So I don't know why it is that they think that it would be an issue. Soon as the meetings finish, the people be up and down the place and them drinking and having fun because I'm happy to hear election calling them. That is their fun time. I suspect that what happened with the PNP is that they may have been getting calls from the MPs Probably some of the scaredy cats want them, or they've been telling them that the people not coming. And rather than have the thing looking very, very skimpy and know that we, the resistance out there, watch them, then decide to postpone. I believe that that is what is happening, because I believe that the people want to stay home and listen for the announcement.
But I mean, for we've never seen both political parties having a mass rally on the same day before. We've never seen that, right? If I remember
I
correctly.
Well, me been around for a while, and I don't remember. I don't remember that. But on nomination day, sometimes the people empower one another. Usually, them try and arrange at different hours for the people to go on the street and go and nominate. But
Yes.
I don't remember, and I frankly don't see what the issue is. One setting halfway tree, another setting crossroads. I don't think they expected the people in Crossroads to be very big because they're on Caledonia Avenue, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why the police probably said that they can handle it.
Oh, so yeah, leave it up to the police, them like most people.
No, but it's the police that gave the permit. I think they gave one permit first, and then the other one came and they could not refuse.
Oh.
And they said they can handle it, which meant can only mean because the 1.5 tree is going to be big because it's an election announcement and that's a big excitement for people. And the one in Crossroads, they probably told them probably expect a couple thousand, 2,000, maybe 3,000 people. So they know they can handle that.
Mm.
You
So
know?
I mean, really and truly though, if the PNP goes ahead with their mass rally in a crossroad, you know, Fisa, that is going to be an embarrassment because when I think about crossroad and the size of crossroad, I cannot see where they would hold what is called a mass rally in the real sense of the word.
Because they don't expect a mass rally. That's why they select that small area. And they have been
It's not
going to
so
small areas. But I was told by Karen that the places that they're going to is usually where they usually go to. So it's not unusual. But
crossroad.
yeah, they didn't. Why did they not opt for halfway tree? Why Crossroads? If they were the first, why choose Crossroads? Because Crossroads is a smaller area. I understand it was Caledonia Avenue. You know Caledonia Avenue?
Mm-hmm, of course, yeah.
Yes. And that Caledonia Avenue is a dual carriage. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know where the stage was supposed to be. Maybe part of Morosco Road, that section where Duff's was, and where Darivas has his auto place, if him still have it. Maybe all the way down to the roundabout at Tom Redcar, I don't know. But that's where they understanding what they were going to have it.
Somebody said
So
that
it
the
never worked
police
out. And
somebody
cancel.
said that the police then blundered because they should not have granted the permit. You think so?
See, then prove the supporters that they're not as what they think what they are. They're totally different nowadays.
Oh.
So I doubt if anything would happen. No reason why anything should happen. And I don't know why people are panicking.
But
But we'll never know.
leading up to a general election, I'm not going to stop talking about this. You cannot have a mass rally in a crossroad. There's no place for no mass rally. So why is the PNP even attempting at a mass rally? I'm sure there's a creative way where they could have said, you know what, we not keep no mass rally, we not waste no money. Some excuse for not make the country see when the drone shot go over them and see the little bit of people compared to
Well, they've
what
been
we.
going to well, they've been going from parish to parish, and I guess they needed a rally in Kingston. And how many seats we have in Kingston? 15 seats, I think we have in Kingston.
We who? We
So,
who?
no, the constituencies. We have 15 seats, I think, in Kingston.
You're confusing me.
There are
Oh, I see
15
what you mean.
constituencies. 15, I think there are 15 constituencies in the corporate area.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand now.
Yes, so them need to do a rally. Um,
Yeah, me know,
but they
but
choose cross. But they have
Yeah,
not
Miss.
been going to large because the comrades are coming out, them are risers, and they're not coming out, come give them a support. It's
Yeah, but
only the die hard them. Rather
me
if you
think
take a junk or put in a orange, them a vote field.
me think you missed the point of what me I said though. I am
Mm.
saying if the people them now come out and them not have no big crowd, we see that over the years they have not been able to pull out the true full base of the People's National Party. So with the knowledge that, remember, it's no surprise, them already know so them not a whole heap of people. So if them know so them not a whole heap of people, they're going into a general election with a government who have roll out them entire base and look more enough than them. Why would they even risk it to make the country see so them not have no whole heap of people? But them could have just say, you know what? Not me not keep no master rally, cause economically, feasible something.
No, then that's why then go to the small area. When the drone pass overhead, it look big. There,
Oh.
there, there, there is a place in Stewarttown in St. Mary where they had a rally. And I pass and when I look at the place, I said, my God, that's a little bit of place. But if you ever see how it did look, you'd think it's a massive place,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because it was full of people. And you didn't have many persons outside. So they have been managing that situation very well, camera angles and so on. And then when the crowd is very, don't hold, I mean, when the place is not full up with people, they don't show the crowd. Or when I'm in a classroom, they don't show the crowd. I mean, when I went to Crossroads the other day, said I'm going to meet up with taxi people. Most of the noise they were hearing from, you realize the same PNP people were there, or risers were there, right? And they
Mm-hmm.
would not pan to make we see how many persons were actually there. Then you have some people that answer back. In other words, them are going to hear them see them, and they want to hear what them have to say, but they're not going close enough to make anybody think say, you understand? Then just a
Mm-hmm.
answer back and watch and listen. So we don't know what these taxi rallies. I mean, if them go to the taxi stand and the taxi men not come over, come talk to them. No, it don't look good.
Mm-hmm.
Not look good at all. But we need photos to see what it looked like. How many persons were actually there? They had about 2 or 3 persons who were the taxi association. But as for the taxmen, I don't know how many were there.
So you feel like say them going to keep the venue going forward. When I think I read something today where it says that they're gonna have their master rally next week, Saturday. You feel like say them are gonna keep the crossroad venue?
Of course. Well, now that the election, hopefully, now that the election is going to be called tomorrow, we don't know what going to happen. Maybe the people get more excited now and run come out because the election going call. But I think what is happening with the PNP is that them tired. I mean, it's a whole heap of excitement to maintain, and them probably just feel tired. They call it battle weary because when they go to these meetings, they are being told about the Labour Party, this pure negativity they are being fed.
Mm-hmm.
So you feed them a lot of negativity, you're trying to hype them up and go and so on and so forth. And this will go on for nearly 5 years because you have a man who nobody don't know that you're introducing the people to. I mean, it must make about 50 tours
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think something went with her. Oh.
election become energized and want, because election time is the nicest time for a lot of people in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And out of habit. And then now they are seeing these risers and them a PNP and Dayton Campbell. I don't know why I'm a hug the limelight with him shouting and him screaming on top of him voice. Hard to listen to now.
Mm-hmm.
And Mark him there. You have the clip of Mark saying, am I going to raise taxes on food?
No, I don't have it.
How did the contest? I don't know, let me send it to you.
Hold on there. I can probably play the audio. Send it to me and I'll play the audio. Lord. I'm not saying about raise taxes
I
for
forgot
food.
con- I think I'm going to have to convert it for you.
No, don't convert it. I can just play the audio.
Oh, I see. All right. All right. All right.
Yes,
Let me
yes.
see where
Good
it
night,
is now.
everybody. Guys, when you come in, make sure so you hit up the like button, my love.
Oh,
The like button. Make
and the
perfect.
manners. Good
Yeah.
evening, JPU family. The manners.
No, but on a JPU one over here. Young Karen always come over here.
Oh, where's it? Oh, War
Yeah,
Room family. Forget the War Room right now. Sorry.
my family, yes. And also, let me just take a pause real quick to ask the moderator to drop the link in the chat of our new podcast program that is starting over here. So please to put that link in the chat, moderator, so that the War Room people them, the 411 people them, the current people them can go subscribe so we can get started in the War Room and come talk up the things them. Please and thanks. Anyway, moving on. So when I know how much people is expected to come out, because a lot of people are still feeling a little concerned about the apathy. There's voter apathy, and at least in the last general election, only 37% came out. And some people are wondering, are the people more enthusiastic than they were in 2020? Well, we are going to see. I mean, you have to ask the question. You have to ask the question, is the Jamaica Labour Party base going to be motivated enough to come out because of the performance of the government? Will the PNP base be motivated enough to come out, considering they have the most unpopular leader ever, right? And are they having any economic distress enough to come out and vote out this government? 411, them have a saying we say Jamaica people, they're not voting people, they vote out people. What you have to say about that?
Yeah, yeah. Let me see when was the last time people voted in anybody. You're right. In other words, there's somebody that is that good, I suppose, that the people said, go to poll and vote for this person. I don't know. I suppose so.
Oh.
But in 2020, yes, there was some amount of sabotage. But the people did go out and vote.
In 2020?
Of course, you know that the Labour Party people turn up is just 30,000 of them, 29,000 of them people ever turn up. It's 128,000 PNP people didn't turn up.
A whole heap of people that.
So, yeah,
Well, there were
that's
so
a
many
lot.
reasons for that. After we find out about the sabotage of them doing everything, then it
True.
really makes sense as to why the PNP base did not come out, right? But this time
Mm-hmm.
around, me no know if you make no prediction on turnout for either party or for the electorate altogether.
I, I don't think the PNP going to get that 400,000. It's more or less of 400,000 people would go, 405, 408,000 between the two parties, and then you have the 60,000 swing voters. Would the swing voters go out and vote? I don't know. You see, everything, it all depends on how many lives the government policies have touched. How many lives? And if they touch the lives of a lot of people in a positive way, then they'll go out and vote for the government. If not, then them look to the opposition, but then again, if the opposition don't look attractive, then them just going to stay home.
Somebody in the chat is saying that they're anticipating more voters will show up for the Jamaica Labour Party. I think so.
I'm thinking about that.
If you're a Labour right now, you don't feel good. You don't feel good about the performance of your party and stuff like that right now. Me really not hear. Me not really hear because me look through the platform them and listen to what people are saying. Me not really hear no labor writers say them dissatisfied with the performance of this government still, tell you the truth,
well, they wouldn't. And
Thank you, Carlton.
it's
Thank
not so
you.
much. It's not so much the Labour Party, it's really the other people who swing the election as what I'm thinking.
Mm.
I think they will go if they intend to vote, I think they will go with the Labour Party. And I think they will go with the Labour Party because it's the first time in the history of Jamaica we've ever had a man in opposition. In opposition for the first time, and he carries so much baggage with him. Have a
Mm.
whole heap of baggage. And when the Labour Party start to roll them out,
My
they're
feel
going
say,
to talk about unfairness and the fact that he's not certified.
yeah,
That's what I'm going to talk about.
my feel
And
say,
the Labour. Hmm?
no, I was just gonna say, I think the Labour Party at this time, their base, they're energetic. As I said, I have not heard, no matter what the look of frictions or whatever is happening at the JLP, when it comes on to the performance of the government, me not hear not one Labour right now say the government now perform. So me I anticipate say the Labour rights them are going to roll out for them party. Now, what me interested in now is how much PNP are going to vote across party line.
I know. I think there's a mass exodus going on. I mean, if it's happening at the top, you can imagine how much going on at the bottom. And there are many PNP who understand that the PNP has to lose in order to get back the party. I think that is where a lot of persons are. As to whether they will go out and vote for the Labour Party, I don't know. But what the Labour Party really need to do is get them the people. You know what is going to make the difference? The young people. There are a lot of young people that's following the Labour Party, and I think they're registered to vote. And I think
Mm-hmm.
they are enthusiastic and want to go vote as to the
Mm-hmm.
reason why, what it is that they are saying, why they're going to vote. That is something that we'll be interested in finding out. And they are
Mm-hmm.
not likely to be turned off either, because remember, say it was them that helped out the PNP last year, And then Holness seem to have turned it around with policies or remind them, maybe them think nothing was happening. And the unemployment rate, because Juliet Holness said something interesting, and I don't know whether it's so or no, because she was asking a question. And she asked her people in her constituency, when was the last time they went to a work site? Because I can tell you, goes to work site, oftentimes when, construction going on, you see people outside looking work. And
Mm-hmm.
then they would say, all right, come, we want somebody to carry water, or want mason or something, painter or something. And she asked them when was the last time them see anybody outside of a work site? And I can't tell. But for those persons who don't know, if it is true that the people just aren't there anymore, it means that there's a lot of employment going on and the people are employed,
Mm-hmm.
right?
If me
But to me, there is still those persons who are on this. Remember, what you see with all these people on the street selling is not how Jamaica was in. I remember in Linstead, you had people on the street selling. I don't know if it was a market, I was just a child. But the people we see on the street now, like in downtown Kingston, them sitting there, never used to happen, You might have one or two, but it's because of the situation in the 70s where places were closing. People decide to come out and try them hand at selling, and I realize them making it because people support them, and
mm-hmm.
then more and more people. So for me, when Jamaica started to turn around, in truth and in fact, is when we start to see what was happening before the problems we had in the 70s, which was caused, first of all, by the first world oil crisis when OPEC increased. I think they doubled the price of fuel. That was in October of 1973. That was when the whole economy went into tizzy, and we have not recovered
Mm-hmm.
since then. We're limping along, but we're not recovered to where we were before. And young people who are here now, they would know what we're talking about. They would only hear what we're talking about because they've never experienced it. We were there when we went off track. Now, when we start to see people coming off of the street and we go out and we see less and less people on the street, meaning that them gonna find work in a business place because they're going to make more money. But that not going to happen until we start to fix the problem of low wages and cut out this damn foolishness of trying to sell Jamaica as a low wage country. We don't have to do it. I'm going to say it now. If you look at the demographics of the world, the people who are on top of the world as rich people, rich nations, and doing well are those who pay them people the best, the white people. And the ones who are at the very bottom are the ones that pay them people these low wages. The whole of the African country then, and some places in the Caribbean and in the rest of the world and South America. Them pay them people low wages. And they are at the bottom of the ladder. So if we want to get up at the top of the ladder and be up there close to them people, we have to start to increase the minimum wage.
But Michelle, where the minimum wage is right now and where it started with this government from 2016, you really think so we can increase it at a faster rate than we have over the last decade?
No, I am never suggesting to raise it at a faster rate. I am suggesting that we set a figure. We want to reach it at here. We want to compete because all this business about with citizens that leave and go foreign and all them things. It's because of low wages. Them leaving because they want to go foreign, go earn money, but people prepared to pay them more for them same skill. Right? Otherwise they'd be here. Now, we are coming from this plantation thing and we are suppressing because what is happening is that our labor in Jamaica is subsidizing these inefficient businesses, right? And all we have to do is set a target where we want to be, which is competitive, and every 6 months or so, not a year, 6 months or so, we raise the minimum wage 2,000, 3,000. And when the people can get more pay, they'll be spending it. And then it will go right back into the same business places, right? Because if you look at all of the countries that pay them people, some of the prices are very low and the people wages are high and the business people make money because the people spend.
Well,
And you cannot have 83% of your people in your country earn a minimum wage that them spend 60% of them income on food and transportation. Then what them have to do? I remember so they have picked me too, you know. So what them going to do? You can't do it.
So the election that's coming up now, I don't know if people are going to vote based on, I mean, you are making a solid argument, and I agree with you that we need to address the low wage problem, but it has to be a consensus. It has to be continuity because you can't have one government come in and raise it at a certain rate, and the other government, when them did it, them barely raise it and wage freezes and all them stuff, even though we had economic problems. But what will determine how the people them, because I don't know if a crime, I don't know if a economy, I don't know if a infrastructure work, I don't know if a school bus, what is going to bring out the people them to make them vote? There has to be that one.
Economies, it is how the government policy affected them positively. I remember in the 80s, you go places like Carnation Market and you hear people say, bad to bad. When the other government did there, that's what the Manley government where them say a Manley fault and blame Manley saying cause the economy mash up. Bad to bad when the other government did there, it never so hard, it never so tough. And they voted accordingly. Right? Because the policies that the SEAGA was pursuing was not having a positive effect on those people. If you can pursue policies that have a positive effect on people, the majority, you're going to win. Why would they go vote for another man where they're not getting a benefit from?
Let me share some of these posts that I had on Facebook earlier. Let me see, hold on. I wrote,
and what is
if you vote,
And what is going to make the difference is one of them leader get bold. And I suspect that Andrew one is the one, because he raised the minimum wage from 6,000. And the PNP go to them into it though, because them say them want minimum wage to be 12,000. So I raise it to 12,000. One lick to 9 and then 12. And then we create it up. Right?
Yeah.
So them nobody say, them are talk about them want to increase it to a livable wage, and we can't hear what that means.
Okay. All right, let me just share these posts and then we'll open up the phone line until Karen come. So if you vote PNP,
And that is true, Donovan.
Can
That's
I
true
go
what
now?
Donovan is saying. Them all take it by buying foreign goods. Yeah. Go ahead, my dear.
If you vote PNP, rural and disabled students will not have a bus service because PNP said the school buses are old and no good. If you vote PNP, you are voting for more new taxes. Why? Because they said it. Them say education tax, them
True.
say food. What Mark say? What Mark say
Yeah,
more?
let me play it for them. Let me play it for them. I have it. Listen it to you. You ever get it?
No, play it. Play. My phone a actor, play it.
All right. Since your phone are going bad.
Ah,
Listen.
Jesus. Guys only so good.
When we establish the Agricultural Development Fund and we put some of the income taxes, some of the taxes on the imports of food rather, and we put them into that fund.
You hear him, sir?
Play
You
again.
want me to play it again?
Yes.
Let me see if I can even show you. No, it's got too dark. Wait, let me see if I can show you. Wait. All right. Kind of in the dark.
No,
When we establish the Agricultural Development Fund and we put some of the income taxes, some of the taxes on the imports of food rather, and we put them into that fund.
You hear what I'm saying? Some of the taxes for the food.
then all first me I
So
hear
he
that.
is. No, him said, you know which part he said? I think he said, when him talking about himself, telling the people who he is, him having phone open and him a read, I have to tell him who he is. And then he went off now and started to talk about the agricultural thing, and he just get totally confused. No, you not get
Wow.
confused, Remember, Damien, they come out and tell us that they was going. No, Dayton, they
Yeah.
come out and tell us is that they were going to do. So now he come out and confirm with his own mouth.
Daryl Bass say bust after bus. Them say tax after tax. Hold on. So if you Karen, good night. That's all let you because the people that will ask for you. The people but say if you vote PNP, you are voting for more new taxes. They said it. They said that you're going to get food tax, education tax, all kind of tax. But if you vote JLP, who has not imposed no new tax in the last 9 years, then you are smart. If you vote PNP, you're going to be voting for more crime. Why? PNP soft on crime and Bunting ball when he couldn't fix crime. JLP brought homicides down by 45%. Where's the lie I'm telling?
No, that is true. And that
All
is
right.
so if the Labour Party go out and start sell that, because it has always been the case, that crime is only on radio and television when them hear it every night a beating at them head. Not in them environment for the most part. You do have places that is riddled with crime, and you have places that are not crime at all. But the
True,
people
that's
who live in the areas that don't have any crime believes that crime is high because of what they hear on TV.
let me
Now
let
that
you
them
know.
experiences, now
Let me
that
just
they are being told that murder is going down and crime is going down, and that them are gonna start believe because that is what is your reality. You see my point?
Karen, good night. Turn on your mic. Karen, people them are over here and they're bullies. You know how long them in the chat talk about where's Karen, where's Karen? Karen, your people them over here are bullies.
Good night, JPU family. We're not bullies. Not at all.
Say hi to your people them to them in the chat a bully we are talk about
What
where's
royalists? What we yell up all the royalists? Them how y'all doing?
yeah.
Everybody good? Everybody in a
Yeah,
good
man, they
mood?
come
I
to
hope everybody in a good mood.
they come to the war room, man.
Yes, yes, war room.
Explore the war room.
So give us your take, Karen, and the
Yeah.
postponement, the crossroad mass rally that was supposed to be held. The half a tree we're gonna go on tomorrow. They must set up there right now. So what do you think?
Boy, I don't even know where to start. The devil at work over there is in such great numbers that I'm thinking the devil have multiplied into several different persons. I don't know. The man them just going off of them head and everybody just get looking mad and crazy over there. So and sooner this is over the better for the good of this country. I think them postpone it. I think them the Jamaican people and particularly the PNP people must now look at them and realize that these are a bunch of cowards that them have. I was personally looking forward to the two meetings being held the same day. You know. I was thinking that that would be progress to have them both being held on the same day, just a few kilometers from each other, and it being done. It was going to be done. It was going to be okay. There would have been no problem. I think they were scared shitless about having it done. Big keep it at the same time because one they were not sure what when come out of Mark Golden mouth, and they're very scared over there as to what comes out of Dayton Campbell mouth. So those two things I think is a combination of what started the discussion. Because when it was announced for the two, and forgive my voice, I'm tired. And when I'm tired, is my voice first go. Um, they were having a big discussion over there when it was announced that it's both them, and I hear that the late name was saying that we first apply, we now back down, and we are go out there, and then he be down at Westmoreland talking that him going there to announce the election. So he be them inside the meeting quarreling, and he was saying him now back up because of them first, you know, and then now postpone and now cancel. So the cancellation, the postponement is as a result of them own ineptness and the devil working with them. So that's my take as why it led to the moving of the meeting. I think also they might be a little worried about crowd. Might be a little worried about the crowd at the time for both of them to be there at the same time.
So them say them will come back next Saturday. You really you know Crossroads Day, Karen.
But they had sent out something to say that it was moved to Monday.
Oh, really?
They had sent out something internally, I think, that says Monday. That's information I got. I haven't seen it, but
Oh.
that's information I got.
Why Crossroad though? Why we never see this yet? Why Crossroad?
The PNP have had meetings in Crossroads election time before.
Master like this?
It's never normally Crossroads is always a strategic location when you have crowd when you have doubts about a crowd. Remember
Oh,
them? Remember that one of the first demonstration was in Crossroads.
but Karen, me I talk about like mass rally, like
I
election mass.
don't. I don't. Are they promoting theirs as a mass rally?
I'm not so sure. It doesn't seem so to me.
I don't think they're promoting as a mass rally. They the the tour the Wolverine them have going on today never seemed so well either because it's one little car was passing through our area here with the time come song and the marching on to blood and fire song and they were out in the countryside and the resistance reports are that it weak, it wishy-washy.
Me have a
It
friend down at Portland, and him called me today and tell me say they were down there, but him say the only difference is where them do I bring everybody from Kingston come to Portland, them not really have no support. Me say really?
that's what they have been doing. They have been moving with a crowd. Well, most party leader move with a team, not usually a crowd. A party leader would go in an area with if it's a what I'm saying is it's a bus tour, so there would be people. But the thing that you must look for is that by the time the leader and that team arrive, the place already would have been caught. However, theirs have not been like that. it has always been the place waiting for them crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So, to be fair and balanced with them is that today Saturday, I didn't know just body hustle for everybody hustle. Today's normally a bad day for those things. But the crowd down by Independence Park in Savlamar was not all that big either. It was a huge stage that they had. They had a big stage. And I know the space very well. Portia didn't keep meeting down there. Portia keep meeting down. It was cock. But that was also a small meeting. But once again, just caution to everybody, particularly our JLP operatives and the ground game operators, then is that don't watch whether them have crowd or not. It is not an important. It is just a rare thing. Remember that the crowd that goes with you are the crowd that are going to vote. Them are going to vote. All the crowd them that go with everybody. Them are going to vote. Chances are. Sometimes some of them don't vote, but you can say 90, 97, 98% of that crowd going to vote. What the JLP must concentrate on is not those who are going to vote, it's those that don't normally vote. So don't be distracted. I want to always keep everybody focused. Don't be distracted by the noise. Don't be distracted by the false pose that I put out and all them little games and date that play. Because I feel kind of game them this. You know, set up them kind of poll thing and pass them around and all them kind of something. Don't be distracted by it. Nobody should. Everybody should concentrate on what their job is. That is finding more and more voters and get those ballots in the boxes. And that's all there.
All
So
right.
I think them lose off of the postponement. It make them look weak. I figure that them sit down in there, crackling to themselves and say that I'm gonna do it and make Andrew of a postpone. And I think that was what that would have been Bunting and Dayton saying that foolishness. That if them said the two thing. And I want to just tell the whole Jamaica that is listening, if the two meetings were to be held on Sunday, one in Crossroads and one in Half Tree, there would not have been no issue. Nobody was going to mash up nowhere. Nobody was going to fling a stone nowhere. Nobody was going to shoot nowhere. Nothing was going to happen. And it would have been great because it would have been a demonstration to the entire Jamaica that, progress, making progress. Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe take two call now. Unless you have something else to say.
No. Let people call when was more time them call them have a question.
Okay.
So,
all right, guys. The phone number to the WhatsApp is on the screen. If you're gonna call, try to just say what you have to say within a minute. We'll let you answer the questions, or if you want to direct something at each of us, go ahead and do that. Boy, so Karen, all the people that must step on the ground, they're ready for tomorrow?
Well, last night while I was trying to clean my room and my bathroom, the man that is running against my MP, Mr. Oldest, apparently was having a meeting down the road and there was this car passing through. Time come and meet your next member of parliament. Time coming right down at Warren Crescent. Come and meet the next member of parliament, Paul Buchanan. So time come now, coming down. Come on down to Warren Crescent, one Balabalu. And the strangest thing about that is a Friday night, and it passing through and the entire square full of people. Everybody holding their vibes in a different corner right here, so Bashment Square, that's what we call it. So I started going and looking to see what movements taking place. Not even the two dogs them up in an orange shirt never gonna go Warren Crescent.
Wow, that's interesting. Hello, good night. We're doing fine, thank you.
Yeah, just a quick observation, which I realize nobody never pick up on.
Yeah.
When Ian Yale step on stage and make a mockery himself with him basket of things versus 2016 versus now.
Yeah.
He mentioned patty. So in 2006, you could have buy one patty at $200 and now one patty at $300. right? But if you check the minimum wage in 2006, which was 6,200, that will give me 31 patties. Now, with the minimum wage of $16,000, no, and patty at $300, we can get 53 patties and change. And then you have the other stuff that we mentioned, right? The minimum wage now can buy a lot more than what the minimum wage in 2016 could have bought.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Big up. Hello, good night. Hello. Lost that person. That's an interesting thing that Ian Hills did. Came with the props and hello, good night. Turn on your background. Turn on your background. Hello, good night. The line tied up.
That is precisely how you look at and compare stuff in
Hold on.
prices.
Hello, good
You
night.
look at the wages and then divide it by the price then.
Hello, good night.
Hi, good night. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're live. Welcome.
Yes. Hey, Karen. Hey, Natalie. How are you guys doing?
We're good. Welcome.
I'm good. Thank you. I'm good.
We can't
I
hear.
have one observation.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes. I was listening to Mr. Vegas the same day. I was listening to Mr. Vegas the same day they postponed their meeting. And he was saying he was in a WhatsApp meeting with some people on Monday. And then this lady was in the meeting and she was saying, her higher ups, like she's a worker for the PNP party, but her higher ups told her not to get any bus, do not arrange any transportation because there would be a meeting. But that was on Monday. And then on Friday, they postponed their meeting. That sounds fishy. It sounds like they're just trying to make themselves look good, to say, we are taking the high road, we are peace-loving people, we are not blood and fire, we are at war, if a war, you know, they're just pretending that they are the good ones, knowing in themselves that they weren't going to have any meeting anyway.
Okay. In my opinion, but I know, I think when you say you're gonna have a mass meeting, you have to be organized, you have to a plan way in advance, you have to have your ducks in a row and so. But just not feel like say Data and Campbell have what it takes to plan and organize a mass rally in the time that they had. That's just my opinion.
Right. They didn't have any plans for a mass rally because at this point, I think the PNP is bankrupt as it relates to this whole campaign. Yes, Mark Golden has his money, Peter Bunting has his money, but as a campaign, I don't think they have any money, you know. So I don't think they're able to set up no big mass rally or no big meeting or anything.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for the information.
You're welcome.
Yeah, man. I just got some pictures in from East Portland. I'm going to try and put them on the screen before the program is over. This, I don't know, I'm not going to be the judge though. I don't know if they call this mass rally, but I guess we'll see. We don't have anything for say, ladies? One of the things that I really have any plans to have this mass rally for you?
As I said, I don't know if they had sold it as a mass rally.
Oh.
I think them they were selling it as one of the regular rallies that they have been having around the country. I don't think no mass
The Paris rally.
or Paris rally. But I think they've had the Kingston Paris rally already. But they weren't selling this one as a big major mass rally. And the eve of election, mass rally is not, Crossroads is not an ideal location.
Mm.
And everybody would have known that.
Let me take that call here. Hello, good night. Welcome.
So my take on, I like Auntie Karen, I was looking forward to both meetings keeping on the same day. One, so it could test the mettle of the police to see, if they could handle things.
Yes.
And two, to test as well the electorate, if they are mature, so PNP see Labour people, Labour see PNP, no issue. But I believe the PNP cancel, because look at it now. It is expected that election date is going to be announced tomorrow on Sunday. Who realistically, whose meeting would you be watching? Be it online or if you're going in person, whose meeting would you want to attend? The JLP, the PNP could not call the election, so it's a numbers game on the ground, and it's a numbers game online as well.
You're making a good point. Thank you for that.
And even media, look at you. Say for instance, you're in media now. I mean, yes, you may send some of your people to go to them, but who would you carry live anticipating the election date? The JLP. So the PNP had to cancel. And in my opinion, they canceling, they are choosing Jamaica. They're supporting the JLP.
Okay, thank you for that.
All right? Bye-bye now.
Yeah, Karen, he made a good point. Test the mettle of the police force and the maturity of the Jamaican people.
I agree with him 100%. It might test the mettle, might have tested the mettle of the police force, yes. But I think the Jamaican people are way ahead of their political leaders in terms of their standard behavior in a political campaign now. That tribalism does not exist anymore. And the Jamaican people, both those PNP risers and the Jamaican Labour Party people, would have behaved exemplary. If anything, the Labour should be telling the PNP them to left that dead something and come up here, stuff.
That me say too.
Come down and come up here, and when they say yes, so nice, come up here, someone.
Imagine that he is a PNP and JLP now half a tree square dance together.
That never forward to man. but maybe also don't rule it out. That might have been a concern for them to don't rule it out. Them know the entire. Yes, the Rise United people with them, but they know that some of the PNP people was a jump up with the excitement, but them really not with them.
Karen, nobody now left their yard for go up this going in entanglement with no police.
No, they know the PNP people them not really in them, and the PNP people them would have loved to be nearby where the election is announced, and that would have been going on, and people would have been on them phone watching what going for half a tree.
Let us take this call real quick. Hello, good night.
Yes, good evening.
Exactly. No,
yes, good evening.
That's exactly so.
Ladies.
Hi.
I trust you. I hear you. I follow you guys every night whenever you're on. So I'm glad
Howdy.
you all three are on the same program tonight. But,
Thank you.
411, is she there still?
411, are you my talk? Yeah, she can hear you.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
What do you say regarding the minimum wage? Remember, the minimum wage in America or wherever is based on productivity. So I think if Jamaicans want a higher wage, we should produce more. I don't think we're producing enough. What the government is not doing is increasing our minimum wage out of what we're earning at this stage. And we can't have iron that unless we start producing more. Don't you agree with that?
Unfortunately, I don't think that's how it works. If we are going to sit down here and wait, for production to increase, the people in foreign will still be taking away our workers, and it won't happen. You raise the minimum wage, you set a target and raise the minimum wage. People will remember now. What is happening now is that the people's wages are being suppressed largely because of the inefficient businesses and the government suppressing the wages because they are being offered more for the same skill and the same education that they have elsewhere, right? They deliberately put it up because they want people who are the best to come into them country and build their country. We are spending a lot of money educating our children. The poor people them are spending money. And then at the end of the day, somebody else is offering them more than gone. Which country are they building? The other country that did not contribute. So we are not in step with the rest of the places that are around us, like the Bahamas, the United States, Canada, Barbados, Cayman Islands, and so on. We have to up the wage. And as you up the wage, what will happen is that the people will spend. When the people spend, businesses are going to earn more and then they will invest. The reason why people are not productive is because the businesses are not supplying the tool and the innovations, and they are not going to do so if they don't have anybody to sell them products to. Why would I produce more as a businessman or invest when the people don't have the money to buy my goods? So when you bring up the minimum wage, this is it now, when you bring up the minimum wage and the people are earning more, they're going to spend more. When they spend more, the businesses are going to say, "Ooh, things are gone," and start to invest in, and then you have innovations now. People are going to have to innovate because the people in Jamaica don't have money. When you have a poor people that cannot buy, not like that can happen. So you cannot have a production going on first and then expect that it not going to work. You see my point?
Like you're saying, if we're not producing more at the same time that we are, then we will always be importing foods and other things from abroad. But if the government services are giving the customers time when they come into the offices, they don't sit around the desk and look at you and don't get up and do their work. In hospitals, the same thing with doctors and nurses. The police is stepping up their game now. The government offices, the other offices that pick up the customer services. Those are the places that we must talk about in getting the survey and productivity up. Efficiency up.
But then,
you're going to have the continually.
But I'm saying that it does not work. It does not work because the business is the one who is going to be investing. And remember now, when it's a business that is driving the economy. And it's the business people, hold on there, it's the business people who are going to be producing. They cannot produce in an environment where the people have the money to spend. That is what is causing it, right? And the reason why they don't have, because
you have to export, to earn some more money.
Let us have this minimum wage discussion another time because other people want to call. But I appreciate the question you had for 411 and her explaining it to you. But
I'm going to do another video on it.
Yes, I think you should. Thank you, caller.
Yeah, and explain it, and then you can see what we're talking about.
It's a good discussion.
Yeah, you have to push. You have to push the production,
All right.
But without the money, the public with money,
we talk about the minimum wage at that time. This photograph is coming from East Portland.
This is a square.
Yes. I have some videos, but I don't have enough time to. You know how my video thing was giving trouble earlier, but this is the East Portland rally. I don't want to think about it. I've seen better.
But Karen are the one who would know.
Karen, look on East Portland.
That look like just one street them take up.
Well, when Damien Crawford did down there, it was the Orange River come down to bank.
Yeah, look right there. Zoom in. This is Port Antonio Square, so that part there's going down the road there, so. And this up here, so up at the gas station. So then that crowd is going down the main road, coming out of Port Antonio.
And these people may have very well been from Kingston and St. Andrew too,
Yeah, this don't look like the road. No, there's no crossroad. Up here, so the gas station there, going around to the seaside, so. And go around to the parish council office building. This is the square, and we see the crowd is down the main road that going up, coming out or coming into Portland. That looked like a very small crowd. That looked like a small crowd.
All right, let us take this call real quick.
I think the
Hello,
stage
good night.
is to the. I think the stage is to the right.
Hello, good night. Yes, you're live.
My high school created a WhatsApp group to discuss politics. And of course, I'm quoting you, may I quote you as the Bible from this thing. And I quoted you to say that Mark British was married overseas. Is that true? Was he married overseas or married in Jamaica?
Florida.
Married in Florida.
Yeah.
So I can say, like, me read the Bible and say, yes, a Florida married. This person running me down said, no, he married a Jamaican. And I said, no.
You can.
So it's overseas. All right. So
we can tell you more than that. We can tell you more than that. Put your head on the chopping block.
You make the man to get.
That is Florida and married.
I let the man to get chopped off. You know.
Man, not lose it. You not lose it, man.
Enjoy.
Bet your house.
You can go place big money bet.
Big money bet.
Yeah, man. Bet your house. Bet your house. South Florida and married.
Big money bet.
All right. A Florida. We'll see the marriage certificate.
All right.
Thank you for calling. One man, we are laughing. You know, put him. Are you telling man to go put him neck pan black and you laugh?
No, it's not a better idea.
Listen, him can go bet him house. He can bet him children them.
Jesus, Father.
Yeah. Him bound to win. Better tell one.
Children can't lose.
Yes.
Look here, my friend. The person where I tell you says Jamaica, bet him a big money. Right? And make sure him have the money to give you enough. You're bound to win.
Hello, good night.
Good night.
Yes.
I have a question for Karen.
Karen.
Yes, darling.
The Andrew Olness, he's so dishonest, a thief, according to them. And he has not collected any taxes in the last 9 years. And he has done so much. Roads, hospital, everything. What was the PNP doing with what they were collecting?
Lord have mercy. You asked me that like I was in government.
What do you think?
I have no idea. I really don't have the idea. I know that they were building all kind of things that put money in their pocket and in the PJ era, because he was the one who created all of this corruption, and all of that taxes was to build things and do things that would create more wealth for them by kickbacks. And I don't know what them the Jamaican people taxes. I really don't. Maybe Michelle can answer that for you. But what
lady, are you shocked?
Yeah, but what I think that
because this man is no thief. We better we stay with him because we see what is being done.
Well, as I was about to answer you and tell you that what I think that makes a country successful is when you put more money in the hands of its people and take less from them.
Oh yeah.
That is basically what makes an economy grows and make a country successful. You put more money in their hands or give them opportunities to make more money, and then you take less money from them. So it is an excellent policy from Mr. Oldness not to tax people, because it figure that out.
Not tax on top of it too.
In 9 years, you know how much money that? We have to go add up that. You know?
Yeah.
There's something to do. Add up how much tax.
What he's saying.
Yeah.
Well, the Labour Party is a conservative party, you know, but what they're doing is we are living within our means.
And the rest of them got in their years, and let us see.
All right. Well, thank you for that question. I appreciate
it. We're living within our means.
Yes.
That's what we're doing now. And slowly going along.
What? So we're going to try to know. Andrew Wallace is a better thief Is that what you guys are saying?
Well, if he's as thief as they make him out to be, then maybe we are to just make him stay forever then.
Yeah.
Because if he's as big a thief as they say he is, and we have so much money in the NIR, and
Mm-hmm.
our standard of living is better, our
Mm-hmm.
road network is better, our
Mm-hmm.
transportation system is better.
Yes.
There have been less load shedding from even JPS. Even though now we have a little bit of slow water, even without any heavy rainfall, our water issues are not as great as they used to be. Our environment in terms of standards and collection of garbage and how we collect plastic bottles and stuff like that. That is better than maybe we make the thief stay. It might be better in the long run than the Englishman who we know absolutely nothing about, and that which we know is not impressive.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, what are you anticipating for tomorrow, Karen?
And I
Tomorrow's news.
know, and I know they expect the Prime Minister not to go out there go just announce election. Tomorrow is going to be the biggest audience he will have in this election period. The biggest audience. The audience will not just be Jamaican audience and Caribbean audience. It will be worldwide audience from
Mm-hmm.
across the diaspora. And I know that people within the political circles in the United States also will be paying attention. So it's a huge audience for him, and he must use it wisely.
Yes,
If
yes.
there are, or this careless, if there are issues that he need to clarify, him do have to go into details. But tomorrow night he must lay himself bare and make
Mm-hmm.
the Jamaican people see him for who he is and
That's going
what
to
he
be
is.
his
Yeah,
opportunity to make his final pitch to the
yeah,
people.
man. You have to make people see him. You have to be strong, but humble. But you have to make people see him and know him.
Mm.
Him they have to do a reintroduction. Him have to just refresh their memory,
Mm-hmm.
and him do have to go in and point by point and not about the IC, but him have to tell the Jamaican people about his service to the country and what he has brought us, and no thief could have done that. So
Mm-hmm.
he just lay himself there and make this audience see him, because him not going to get this opportunity again.
So, two things before I go, or we go. Prince Kamika has applied for the DPP job. You guys know Paula Lewin is out, or on her way out, I should say. And also, Lloyd B. Smith wrote an
She did?
editorial.
She
Say that
did?
again? Yes, that's what I'm hearing.
She did apply? Oh,
That's what,
goody.
yes. And Lloyd B. Smith wrote an article today asking both parties to tone down their rhetoric and how reckless it has become. So I guess we'll see, what develops um with these
I
two.
know, I know Michelle went to want to talk about the Prince Kamika thing, but I'd like to tell Lloyd B. Smith, people like Lloyd B. Smith, no disrespect to him,
Mm,
but you will have political alarmists calling themselves analysts now coming out of the woodwork trying to create a spectre of fear where none exists. Because what Lloyd B. Smith is saying is that tone down political rhetoric. The only person in this entire campaign that has been spouting anything resembles a rhetoric that would seem to be violent is Mark Golding and his people. That is not coming from the other side. So when him say call on both political parties to tone down their rhetoric, rhetoric is a part of political campaigning. But whether you keep that rhetoric within the fear of peace and no not harming anybody, no, that is responsibility of both parties. And as
mm,
far as you can see now, is one party promoting the idea of violence,
mm,
a war. Them now give up so easy, so we have to go what? Take it to them or whatever. You know, who snitch end up in a ditch. Me have my man them. On one side I say that. The other side not saying that. The other side talking about the cover come join with. The other side celebrating PNP people come joining JLP people. The other side I walk around and go out clear things and I give the Jamaican people something to look forward to in a third term Andrew's administration. And one side figure that them can't win unless them create this picture of confrontation and violence, even war. And that is something that Mark Gould has been doing from the beginning. Him start with it. And maybe if people like us were not talking about it, he would actually get to start something. Because you still have some people in this country who believe that once a election campaign come, there must be some violence. And that's why it was so important for the cowards them to stick to the schedule and keep their meeting tomorrow as well. But them are cowards and they know what they have done. They know what they have been saying. And they know that they have riled up some people in their own ranks around some of the things that they have been saying. And so, and they want to do it. So like B. Smith don't need to come out with an alarmist thing to suggest that both sides are ramping up political rhetoric that is directed at creating violence and hurting people. It must be honest and fair and call on the rise united leadership within the PNP and tell them to cut it out, starting with the Labamouth one with them Dayton Campbell and them leader with them and then bottom of them in to talk to about that.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna stop here. Karen, thank you so much for joining. We're gonna talk again, I'm sure, in coming days. We'll see what happens tomorrow. It's been a good discussion. Let's see. Right? Thank you, Karen.
Yeah, man. Glad to be on.
Yes, we'll catch up.
Thanks, everybody.
Yes. I think 411 jumped off. Yeah, she's coming back. Let's see if she has anything in closing to say. 411, do you have anything in closing to say before we leave tonight?
Natalie?
Yep. Oh yes. We were gonna come off. No, I didn't realize that you dropped off. But do you have anything in closing to say? What you anticipate will be happening tomorrow or anything like that?
Yeah, well, I anticipate the election will be called. And I expect that, yes, I expect that Boone is going to write the best speech. He ought to. Everybody's eyes will be glued to the event and events. And I expect the crowd will be as big as the one that the PNP had in 2016 for the same reason, to hear the election called. What will happen after that? Well, that will be interesting.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining the
war. You don't want the
room.
people to hear that, Mark. You don't want the people here again that Mark said,
Mark said, I'm going to raise the taxes. I think they heard it. It's the same amount of people there from earlier. But you know what? I'm going to ask you to send me.
No, I'm going away. Them having fun. I did send it to you.
Okay, thank you. I think it's always fun with us talking anyway, so yeah.
Let me play it one more time before we go.
Okay.
When we establish Agricultural Development Fund and we put some of the income taxes, some of the taxes on the imports of food rather, and we put them into that fund.
There you go.
I forgot to give one new name, you know. I forgot to give one new name, the tax man. Then can't stop that.
Well, I'm happy with you.
Well,
yeah, man, all right. Night, everybody.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for joining, for stopping by. Make sure that when you go over to the podcast channel for Jamaica Politics. Go subscribe so that we can get started. I hope you guys had a good time. Hope you guys were informed. I wish I could bring you a live feed tomorrow with the conference. Me no know, but if I can, I will. If not, then we'll just have to talk again on Monday. Thank you, moderator, for putting the link. Guys, see the link there? I want to please to go over the channel, go subscribe. I would really like to do the first podcast Sunday, not tomorrow, but next week, Sunday. So that should be interesting. Anyway, have a good night, guys. Take care. Thank you for joining.